Hello, and welcome to Studio 22. My name is Katie Gibbs, and joining me today is a very special guest, Virginia Sitzes. We will be talking about art, screen printing, and we'll even have a special demonstration. Stay tuned for more right after this.
Welcome back. Looks like the commissioner is ready.
With the first pick of the 2019 TV Studio Production Draft, the studio selects Haley Bradshaw,
She's a strong choice.
Hannah Campbell,
What a great pick.
Keelan Claiborne,
Oh, that's a nice one.
Sean Coleman,
He's been waiting for this.
Ava Cruchon,
She's a great addition.
Katie Gibbs,
Good pick.
Haley Kremel,
Solid choice.
Abby Peak,
Oh, they'll go far with her.
Kendall Sowerby,
Can't go wrong with that one.
Mackenzie Van Zee,
Oh, she'll be great.
Tristan Willis.
Big moment for him.
And that concludes the TV Studio Production Draft for 2019.
You're watching Studio 22.
Welcome back. So, today I'm here with a very special guest, Virginia. So, thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you're an artist. Could you tell me a little bit about how you got into art?
Yeah, I guess I don't really have a super defining moment. I've kind of always been into it, I guess, since I was born, or since I can remember. Yeah, I mean, throughout grade school and stuff, always was doodling and loved taking the art electives and art classes on the side. And yeah, I just kind of stuck around and then was like, oh, I can study this in college. Cool, I'll do that.
So what exactly did you study in college?
So I guess my two emphases were painting and printmaking. I did maybe one more class of printmaking, so printmaking. I also studied some art history too. It was really fun. But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what art specifically do you do now, as a career?
A lot of different things. I love printmaking. I do that constantly. I also have been painting murals, doing different shows, putting on events. Yeah, lots of random stuff.
Wow, so murals, that's pretty big. Where do you get how do you come upon where you're gonna do a mural?
So I don't know. You kind of either see opportunities that you can apply for, or different organizations ask you, hey, do you want to be a part of this festival? Yeah.
Where's your inspiration come from for doing those?
It kind of depends whether they want something specific or if they're total free reign. I think my art in general, especially in the early days, was inspired a lot through the natural world. I love rock climbing, and so I would go out every weekend almost and camp and climb and hike, and so you'll see a lot of rock structures, landscapey type things. But also I've moved towards kind of mapping out internal landscapes too, and I don't know, playing with that.
That's cool.
They're also very colorful. Probably see a lot of rainbowy things in there.
So where can we see one of your murals?
So I have one up at Plaza Walls right now, and also one at Chisholm Creek Shopping Center, a bit north of here. And I also have one on a dumpster that travels around OKC from Scissortail Waste Solutions. So, and then one in Miami if you're ever going through there.
Wow, that's cool. So onto the printmaking, screen making. How exactly does that work?
That's a loaded question. I guess today I'll be doing screen printing, and you essentially have a screen with finely woven mesh, usually polyester. It used to be silk, which is where the term silk screen came from. But yeah, you block out, which you can do that different ways, but you block out parts of the screen and then you squeeze ink through the parts that aren't blocked, and then that transfers the design to paper, shirt, etc., whatever you want to print on.
So do you draw your own design or like come up with your own design?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I do. I've partnered with a few local businesses in making designs for them, but generally I just kind of have fun with it.
Do you make like a ton of like the same design, or do you try to like do different designs on each like product you do?
Yeah, I'll make like small batches of the same design, gearing up for festivals, or if I made something seasonal, or yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Last question. What's your favorite? If you like, do you like murals better or like the printmaking better?
I don't know that I can choose. I think probably each day is different. Even throughout the day, it can change. But there's really great things about both of those. One thing they have in common that I both love, both the mural community and printmaking, just historically too, has been a very community-centered art making. And so you're not super isolated all the time. You get to be around other artists, and that keeps me going on for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's super cool. Thank you so much for answering these questions. Yeah. Right after the break, we will get on with our live demonstration. So stay tuned.
There are plenty of teams in every sport that have great players and never win titles. Most of the time, those players aren't willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. One thing I believe to the fullest is that if you think and achieve as a team, the individual accolades will take care of themselves. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships.
Oklahoma isn't your room. So don't trash it.
No, 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 no! No!
Just what do you think you are doing, Dave? I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question. I can see you're really upset about this.
I know I've made some very poor decisions recently,
but I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal. Dave, stop, will you? Will you stop, Dave?
My name is Eric.
Welcome back. So we're here and we're gonna do a live demonstration of some screen printing. So if we could just talk about what is sitting on this table here.
Yeah, of course. So this is a screen. It's This has aluminum on the side. You can also find wooden screens too. But yeah, I got a batch of these off Craigslist actually, so it's a great resource.
Cool.
But yeah, I have one of my spooky designs for Halloween.
Yes.
My cat inspired it. I love my cat. But yeah, and we'll be printing that on a shirt today.
On a t-shirt. Perfect. So what do we need to do to get started?
Okie dokie. So, got some ink.
Yes.
This is Permaset Aqua ink. It smells really good. It's water-based, so you don't have to use solvents to clean it up. It's more environmentally friendly. But yeah, this nice teal color I'm gonna do.
So just lay it at the top.
Yes. And this is just like a plastic palette knife that I had.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So once that is done, this is a squeegee. That's what I'm going to use to scrape the ink through.
Awesome.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to have you help me actually. Could you hold this down right there?
Yes, right here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll let you know when to bring it back up.
All right.
Here we go. Do it a few more times. Make sure it really got in there. Okay, you're good. Da-da-da-da.
We did it.
We did. And here we go. Spooky kitty.
Perfect. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Pretty simple. It gets easy the more you do it, ish.
Yeah. I love the design of the thing. Yeah. So did you like draw that completely like on your own and everything? Like
I did, yeah. I've been using an iPad a lot recently and digitally drawing, which has been fun.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Do you have anything else that we could do another screen printing on?
I've got one more shirt.
All right. I say we try to do it again.
Yeah.
We can lay that here.
And I usually do like rainbow fades of the ink, but generally when I'm only doing like one or two things, it's kind of a waste of ink if I put all that out, because then you can't like scrape it back into the ink thingy.
Getcha.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Also, there's way better ways to register this on the shirt, but you know, this is all good fun DIY. If you hold down again.
So it really doesn't take a lot of ink on there.
Yeah. If you're doing like a really big design or one that has a lot of space for the ink to go through, you'll use a lot more ink more quickly, but woohoo! Yep. There we go.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
And how long does it take to like dry? Like
so with this ink, usually like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on if it's raining or humidity, that kind of thing, or if there's a fan. But yeah. And then once it is dry, you want to iron it, or that's how I do it. There's also like fancy drying machines, things called flash dryers, but you can also just iron it for 15 to 30 seconds.
Is it like, do you just wash it normally after that?
Yeah, so that cures the ink.
So like on the back too, like front and back?
Yeah.
Would that mess anything up?
No. This shirt is my first proof shirt,
wow.
testing out designs before doing a whole batch.
That's
so yeah,
cool.
you can do it anywhere you want, really.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, cool. Thanks so much for doing this live demonstration. We'll be right back after this break.
This is my city. This is where I learn, play, work, eat. This is my city. This is my home.
The Stars in retreat. The shot goes up. Devasane comes out of nowhere, and another block for OCU. This guy's on fire. This kid owns OCU's record in blocks not only on the court, but off the court as well. Earlier today, he was busy crashing the boards. Just a rebounding machine. Even cleaning up the glass, giving a whole new meaning to garbage time. Devasane, MVP on the court, and keeping Oklahoma beautiful off the court.
I don't work a 9 to 5, but I have a job to do.
I don't wear a tie, but I still wear a suit in my court.
My field of work is an average, and my time around the water cooler is limited.
I work overtime, but the payoff is worth it.
I don't work a 9 to 5, but I have a job to do.
I'm an OCU athlete. I'm an OCU athlete.
I'm an OCU athlete.
I'm an OCU athlete.
Welcome back to Studio 22. So today we have just did a live demonstration of some screen printing on some t-shirts, and we are letting those dry. But while they dry, let's talk about some more art. So you live in OKC, correct?
I do.
Yes. So what is that like, being like an artist here and like all that?
Yeah, it's been a ride for sure. I feel like right now we're in the midst of a lot of awesome things happening though, which is really exciting to be a part of that. It's been tricky though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be tricky being an artist anywhere, but OKC or Oklahoma in general, I've found that there's a lot of, you gotta go kind of make your own opportunities and really, I don't know, seek those out and create them here. That it's not necessarily set up for an artist to thrive yet. I have a lot of hope for that. It is fun though, because the community is somewhat small, or you get to meet a lot of artists here, and then, I don't know, the world becomes small, and it's a lot of fun, and everyone is super friendly and like willing to share and help each other out, which is cool. That crazy competitive air isn't really a huge thing that I've run into, at least here yet, which it's really awesome, and there's a lot of different people doing different things, and that's always great.
That's cool. So what would you say your favorite part about like being here, like, and an artist is?
Oh man, I don't know, I guess contributing to part of that change and making this city really neat.
Yeah, that's awesome. So have you like lived here your whole life, or are you new?
No, so I grew up in Denton, Texas.
Okay.
And then I went to OU, and then once I graduated, just moved to OKC and have been here ever since.
That's awesome. So do you have any like big projects like coming up, like murals that you're like gonna do?
I don't have a mural on the near horizon, but let's see, tomorrow, October 30th, I am doing a print party where I will be doing live screen printing. This will be one of the designs, but it's a BYOT event, like t-shirt, but you can bring t-shirt, sweatshirt, tote bag, bandana, piece of paper, etc.
Wow,
anything smooth, really. and then just like $5 a print, and we'll be printing like Halloween designs all night long.
So do you do like events like that like frequently throughout the year here?
Yeah, I'd say so. They happen every now and then. Another date to hang on to, November 22nd.
November 22nd.
Art group, which is, my friend and I started a local artist collective here, and we're throwing a dance party.
Oh,
and it's going to be at Oklahoma T-shirt Company.
Okay.
They're amazing people with an amazing space that they're gonna let us have a party in. And we'll have some art performances and a little art market from like 40 local artists. So if you need any Christmas presents, that kind of thing.
So fun. That's so fun. Well, we'll definitely have to remember that date.
Yes.
I was gonna say, so like after you like make this stuff, do you like sell your art, or are you just like making it like for yourself and stuff?
Yes, I try to sell it. It's always hard. I'm not great at the actual selling of it, but I had an online store, and I've been meaning to get that up and running. So that'll happen in the near future.
Okay.
And then I do random festivals and random events, just that kind of thing.
That's cool. So do you like enjoy being an artist? Like, do you love it?
I do, yeah. The times where I've had a job that I have to go to the same days, the same hours all the time, I've kind of been miserable. So, yeah, I really do. I like kind of creating your own opportunities, and every day being different. I get bored and I feel stuck, and so this helps solve that.
Yeah, it definitely helps to never stop being creative. Yeah, thanks so much for talking with us. We will have one more little segment after the break. Thank you.
There are plenty of teams in every sport that have great players and never win titles. Most of the time, those players aren't willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. One thing I believe to the fullest is that if you think and achieve as a team, the individual accolades will take care of themselves. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships.
Oklahoma isn't your room. So don't trash it.
I was looking for a way to help out with my community while also getting close with my gal pals.
I've been looking for an addition in my life that can make things more lively.
I wanted a companion to curl up with at night.
That's why we adopted these guys.
Research shows that women love cute little things. So what's wrong with you? Get a guy who's guaranteed to stay.
I don't work a 9 to 5, but I have a job to do.
I don't wear a tie, but I still wear a suit in my court.
My field of work isn't average, and my time around the water cooler is limited.
I work overtime, but the payoff is worth it.
I don't work a 9 to 5, but I have a job to do. I'm an OCU athlete.
I'm an OCU athlete.
I'm an OCU athlete.
I'm an OCU athlete.
Welcome back. So, how exactly did you get into like designing shirts and stuff?
Yeah, so actually, in the middle of college, I needed a way to help pay for school, like very badly. And so that's kind of what initiated the let's learn how to do t-shirts and fun stuff like that. And so that's how I began. And then my first few designs were rock climbing puns. Because that was probably the height of my like climbing obsession. I feel like most climbers go through that phase of you get into it, then you get really obsessed, and then you just kind of love it, or you don't. But Nutty was my first design right there, which these are nuts for like trad climbing. You stick it in cracks and whatnot. But I also did one of the Wichita's crab eyes. It's a rock formation out there. And I did that for the OU Print Club and then just made a bunch of stuff because I really liked it and got good feedback.
That's awesome. What's been your favorite design of a t-shirt that you made so far?
Man, so I think that changes because I'll make one and really like it, and then I'll go back and like, oh, I forgot, I really like that one, and so on. But I think right now I really love Ghost Rider, which will also be printing at the print party.
Oh,
but
that's awesome.
It's a ghost on a skateboard with a beanie. I've had people tell me it looks like a pickle too, so but it's really fun.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your favorite TV designs. We'll have more right after this. Okay.
They love me. They love me not. They love me. Love Mother Nature and let her and keep Oklahoma beautiful.
Hello there, folks. It looks like a beautiful day today at Oklahoma City University. On the north side, we have a 100% chance of support and hard work as the sports teams make some wins. And on the east side of campus, there's a front of beautiful music and performances coming in, so you can look forward to that. And on the south side near the quad, we're seeing a high chance for students relaxing and soaking up the sun. I'm seeing some hammocks too. And on the west side is getting a strong breeze of Z's. Students in dorms catching up on some sleep after some schoolwork. I'm Cameron Calloway. Enjoy the OCU weather.
Welcome back to the show. So, are there any like art organizations that you're like involved in, or others artists can join?
Yeah, I probably have a list of my faves. One being Art Space at Entitled. It's a community arts center which has a gallery in the front, awesome shows every month to 2 months, and then in the back is a fully functioning print shop.
Oh, wow.
So they have equipment for all types of printmaking, wood blocks, etching, I mean really any relief. They have a screen printing setup, they have a huge letterpress room. It's a really great resource and I'm thankful for it because that means I don't have to, sneak back into OU to use their equipment there. I'm a member there and I also teach workshops.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they have a really amazing mentorship program which 10 schools in the OKC Metro are involved in it, and they get to go once a month, and these kids get to learn, I'll teach the screen printing in the spring, but all different kinds of printmaking processes, which I'm like, wow, I wish I had that in high school.
And is it
really
available
cool.
to just high schoolers or like anyone?
So the mentorship program is just with high schools, but there's a membership option that printmakers can apply to be a member there, and then they get to use the space, which is really cool, which is what I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see, another OVAC, Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition, is an amazing organization here. They're just, they've been around a long time. They've built some really awesome programs for artists. And
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you off right there, but thank you so much for joining today and teaching us all about the art and everything. It has been really great, so thank you. And thank you to watch.